everybody, it is Saturday, December 1st, and sorry I didn't get the weekly wrap-up done yesterday on Friday like I usually do, but a whole lot of things happened yesterday, so I had to take care of those things, and back here in the studio today to talk to you about what we did last week. And so what did we do? Well, more on the advanced voice course, that minor 13th chord that I keep on talking about, but pretty soon now we're going to move from that minor 13th chord into some other chords and development. You'll be seeing that this coming week in the advanced course. Now, besides that, another release of the Vibrato Course, so that's there as well. We didn't get a clip out on the Listen and Recognize, but it's done, and it will be released at the beginning of next week. That you can looking forward to seeing that. And the cool thing about that clip is that that's the final clip of yet another bar line, another platform in the Listen and Recognize course, because it's the B major chord. So once the B major chord is put into that whole array of Listen and Recognize chords and random note combinations, you will now have all 12 of both your major and minor chords, as well as identifying random notes in between those major and minor chords. So again, that's another plateau that we're reaching. What happens next? What happens next is you're going to start working on the diminished and augmented chords and add those to our Listen and Recognize series and start to develop that. Exciting because, again, it's building and I know where it's going, and by the time you get there, so will you. And again, if you've been really working on the Listen and Recognize as a skill, I'm sure your skill has really been building. And build even more when we start to get into those diminished and augmented chords and understanding more about that. Now, interestingly enough, the advanced voice course also is at some level, not some level, at a very high level of ear training as well. But the difference with the types of things that are happening in the advanced voice course and what's going to happen in the Listen and Recognize course when it actually even gets to the point where the advanced course is at. Because the advanced course is in the minor 13th chords, and you're going to see pentatonic scales, both major and minor. You're going to see major 9 chords, minor 9 chords, major 7th chords, minor 7th chords, dominant 7th chords, just a whole array of all of the scales and chords that stack in thirds and build up all of the harmonies in our music. Well, the Listen and Recognize will progress to that point as we continue to move through it. But the difference is that in the Listen and Recognize, you're internalizing and ear training your abilities. In the advanced voice course, when you do these types of things, you are actually physically, as a singer, incorporating this into your muscle memory. And that ability to do that is pretty fantastic. Interestingly enough, you can internalize all of those sounds and not know that much about music. You don't have to know what all the theory is behind all of these things, although as we progress, I certainly will address that. But you don't need to know that as a singer or as any kind of instrumentalist. You just need to know how to play them. You need to know how to hear them and call them up and use them in various different ways. And again, that's what the advanced course is doing for you. Now, the vibrato course, what it's doing is, of course, teaching us vibrato, but the approach here is to take many different starting points or an easy in to get you to sort of feel that note oscillation going back and forth, understand a little bit more about it. But I've given you, as it moves through the steps of the vibrato course, what happens is one after another, easy ins to understanding how to develop vibrato. That's the first step in the vibrato course. There's a lot more to it than that, and we're up to, at this point in time that I'm speaking right now, we're up to, I believe, like 7, maybe 8, 7 or step 7 or step 8. And all of these steps have been, like I said, easy-in approaches to get you to start to develop vibrato. Now, once you have the vibrato developed, there's more to do in the vibrato course, because we're going to talk about stylistically how to use it in the different styles of music, and some real good applications to that later on as we get that developed for you. Also, once you have all your vibrato developed, it's going to cross over into things that can happen in the advanced voice course in relationship to developing strength and power and bringing the vibrato in and out whenever you need and calling it up. But the ability to crescendo, hold a straight tone, bring vibrato in, crescendo that vibrato, decrescendo that vibrato, take the vibrato out. All of those things sort of cross over because these are the things that accomplished singers can do. And we are moving towards that direction in all the courses that we're working on here. So hope you're involved in these things. If you're on the site and you're a full access member, you have access to all of this, and not to mention all of the songs and what's going on there as well. All the different songs and the different ideas and thoughts that are incorporated into the songs. Because what's going into the songs is these same things that are involved in the courses, but something specifically related to troubleshooting that particular song. And again, these things go back and forth and they cross-reference each other. And that is the way I've been building the site from the beginning. And as the site grows and grows with more and more content, the consistency of everything, I think you will find to be really well thought out, because I really did put a lot of time and effort and continue putting time and effort into this crossover, connecting between developing the songs and how to sing actual specific songs, using the specific exercises and ideas that you're learning within your full courses. The beginning course, the intermediate course, the advanced voice course, the vibrato course, in time all of the harmony courses that will be coming up, and an advancement, a continual advancement of the ear training. Okay, I'm rambling again, but on my favorite subject, the human voice. So I will see you guys next week, and have a great week, and we'll do another wrap up then.